Suffering from dry, tired, irritated eyes? Don't let dry eyes win. Use Systane Pro. It hydrates, restores, and protects dry eyes for up to 12 hours. Systane Pro. Triple action dry eye relief.
Welcome to another episode of Fringe
Beyond Limits.
I'm telling you, this feels fantastic.
You need to make a different noise.
Do you want me to... Is that better?
I love it.
All right.
Feels good.
Good. Great. Somebody said I made him feel good. That's great.
At least you got one person there.
That's a win. So, all right. So, what's going on, ladies? What do we got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nada.
I have a question. When you say nada, do you think you're speaking a different language?
No.
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 Because you are.
Oh, yeah. It's my own language. Who cares?
Okay. Let's just get off the language train. And all right. So, how was everyone's week?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any new stories? Exciting things? Yeah.
All the things. I had a couple of nights to myself because my husband was away on conference.
Oh, another conference.
So it was nice.
Yeah.
A peace-sniffing conference.
Yeah.
In a way. Interesting.
Right.
I mean, it's about
So,
forensics and toxicology.
do they just get in a big circle and just golden shower each other?
Pretty much.
All right.
I was jealous of him, though, because he got to see Jeffrey
Because he got
Dahmer
a
crime
golden-
scene photos.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dahmer crime scene photos.
Yeah. Very, very jealous of that.
Are you?
Aren't you?
No, I'm sure you could find them online.
Yeah, but not all of them. Because sometimes they don't show the too gory ones.
I'm sure they're somewhere.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
takes a little bit more effort to find them.
But still.
You know, because you could, I think you can still find the O.J. Simpson photos of his wife and the guy. Goldman, was that his last name?
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And those I hear are really gory because she was almost decapitated.
Ooh.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, all right. Well, you should look, do a Google. Do an extended Google. You know what I mean? And then you could probably find them eventually. I'm not saying do it now. We're in the middle of something now. What are you doing? I swear to God. So, Miss Lynette.
Yeah.
What about you? Fun, exciting, new stories.
None that I can share.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah. No, not really.
No. No more friends eating boneless chicken wings.
She's my special friend.
Is she?
We always have the best stories about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She laughs about it. Like she's not offended. She
Right.
thinks it's equally as funny.
Yeah, that's good.
So you got a friend that does that, and another friend that puts ketchup on the spaghetti.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with your friends?
Not really a friend if you put ketchup on spaghetti noodles.
I would never consider something like that a friend.
You're the antithesis of my friendship.
Yes. So, all right. Well,
What about you? Anything
fun?
Any adventures?
Well, I went to this holistic and psychic fair.
Yeah.
And Dianetics was there.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was mean to them.
My husband almost got sucked in.
Yeah. I saved Brian from a cult, the Dianetics cult.
What?
Yeah.
You got to tell the story.
Well, so we went, and I like to go off on my own sometimes, and they were, lagging behind. No big deal.
We're each on our own at that point.
So as I doing a lap, I come back to where the Dianetics people were, and I saw Brian sitting there with the guy pitching his
Spiel.
spiel, and he was holding the Dianetics book. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go rescue him. So as I walk up, there was one Dianetics guy, and he looks and goes, "Sir, do you like to read?" I go, "Fuck no."
Jeez.
And I go and I stand right next to
Which
Brian.
is the truth.
Right. I mean, it is. I don't know how.
Yeah.
So standing next to Brian, and I'm just mean mugging the guy talking.
Yeah.
And when the guy goes, "Well, sir, would you be interested?" And I grab the book out of Brian's hands, I throw it on the table, and I go, "No, we're not fucking interested." And we walk away.
Oh my God.
I know they hated me for the rest of the day.
Get a business card at least?
No.
Did Brian?
No, but
No. Did he give him his number?
But I gave him stickers for our podcast and told him to listen.
Jeez.
I didn't, but it'd been awesome.
That would have been awesome. You should have done that.
I know I should have. I didn't think about it. Should have. But yeah.
So where is the local church, chapter, congregate? I don't know. What do they call it?
The local cult meetings?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, obviously they're around here because
Well,
wasn't
yeah.
it local?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like 6 people.
Yeah, there's 6 people working this booth, all wearing Dianetics sweatshirts, like in uniform.
Yeah, they're all like twins.
It was
green twinsies.
I think you need to explain Dianetics to people who might not know.
Oh, Dianetics is basically the book that Scientology pawns off on people, and they pretty much explains everything. So do you remember the commercials back in the 80s? Dianetics.
We weren't born in the 80s. Oh, I wasn't born in the 80s.
Speak for yourself.
I think they even came around in the early 90s, but like, yeah, it was, I remember the big volcano erupting, and then Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
Like, I think you're sparking either a false memory or...
No, it's a real memory.
Okay,
It's really out there. I even YouTubed it for them so they can hear it on the drive home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a real thing. But yeah, I mean,
You're like, stop trying to recruit my cult members.
the most prolific.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/special offer. Terms apply.
Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary. But the good news is, if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe, fast-tracking your way to being debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back significantly less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of 5-star reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Sci-fi author, L. Ron Hubbard. He has written more sci-fi books than any other person. Comes up with this quote-unquote religion, ?
Yeah.
About a galactic warlord killing a bunch of humans. The galactic warlord name is Xenu.
Zoltan.
I wish. That'd be fucking awesome. Yes. No, it was Xenu. So we should do an episode on Scientology.
I think it's on our list.
Is it on our list?
See? And
Yeah.
you just cut off our only lead.
No.
We would forget about that by that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
We can talk about it again when it gets
Well,
to
you
that
said
point.
you wanted to get like different religious
Yeah.
organizations
Yeah.
onto
Yeah.
ask questions.
Yeah,
So now you
but
just,
Scientology is a cult.
yeah, well, it's a religion
Or
according to
are religions cults?
Yes.
By definition, the answer is yes.
There you go.
So now you're just playing cultism.
Yeah.
You're a cultism.
I'm
A cultist.
a cultist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I want to start my own. I mean, I really do. You know, if I can get you guys in like bikinis holding poster boards, that'd be great.
Yeah, no.
I'm fine.
I mean, I need to recruit somehow. I think, and
We'll scare him away.
You need to put the bikini on and hold the full support.
Yeah.
I will wear one with you guys, the three of us. You know,
How much you want to bet he get the most like honks and
He would.
attention?
no, 100%. I'd be doing nothing but bending over, see my ass crack, and
I
then
was like, bend over what way? Get you see your cleavage that
and
you
then
have going
that too.
on.
But then, like when you're looking at me from behind and I bend over, you'll see like the bottoms turn into a thong, and then you'll see my camel tail hang down.
I can't stop.
So it's gonna be.
We're never gonna have nightmares to keep us up at night this time.
That's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
Really
Yep.
down for that one.
All right,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
That's great. It's wonderful.
Thanks for that, Frank.
Anytime, guys. You know, I'm here for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're not putting our podcast on video. That's the type of crap you're gonna.
It's gonna be. Remember the Will Ferrell skit when he was wearing the
Yeah.
the bikini bottom.
Yeah.
And like the cutoff shirt.
Yeah.
That's what I'll wear the first time
There
we
you
go
go.
video.
It's like
Okay.
people are going to see you from like chest up, and you're like, "Let me get stretch up here," and you're going to like get up, stretch, and that's all people are going to see.
Yeah, I'll get like a dildo just hanging out of my pants. So I'll stand up. You just see nothing but cock.
Oh my gosh.
It won't be a real one.
Okay.
So
Anyways,
yeah, right in. Let me know what you guys want me to wear. So yeah, so things that keep you up at night. Is there someone that wants to go first?
Mine's bird related.
I can't wait.
I have a fun one, which in Frank's terminology, is a stupid one.
Probably.
Probably. So which one do you want to hear first?
Oh, I have one just like always. So I mean, you guys decide if you guys want to be depressed in the beginning or at the end of this segment.
Let's sandwich him.
Ooh, I like a good Frankie sandwich.
Oh,
Isn't that a hot dog?
I mean, it could be my hot dog.
No, good. That's
Yeah.
not what I meant.
Yeah.
Why do they call them Franks?
Because we're footlongs.
That's Subway.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
eat fresh.
Thanks. All right, let's talk about the birdemic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a two-parter.
Okay.
So do baby pigeons really exist? Like, has anyone ever seen a baby pigeon?
Yeah, I think
I'm pretty
so.
sure, yeah.
Where? Like,
Yeah,
have you?
Well, I mean, now, no, but I really don't see pigeons very often
Have
either.
you seen any baby birds in the wild?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have. There's a bird that comes every spring and summer and makes a nest above the light in my backyard.
Is it a pigeon?
No, I think it's a
Like
sparrow.
robin? Oh,
I think it's a
a
sparrow.
little house sparrow.
Yeah.
Little brown head.
Yeah, one year, they're learning to fly, and one of them jumped out of the nest and didn't start flapping, so it kind of came down low to go back up. But when he came down low, it was right in front of Sheldon's face,
Oh, man.
God.
and he ate it.
Of course he did.
And then the mom started dive bombing him. I'm like, all right, guys, time to go in. Let's go inside now. Yeah.
It's like fast food.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So, I'm like, oh, fuck. So,
And then my other one is, like, why are baby ducks and baby chickens yellow? Do you think it's because they absorbed the yolk?
that's what makes the yolk. Yes. Yes, I do. I do think that.
I was really thinking about this last night, though.
I don't
feel bad about mine.
Yeah. People should start feeling
You like
bad.
eggs. I thought maybe you would have thought this
yes.
thought.
No, I have not. But yeah, and people out there are now feeling sorry for me with you two.
But like baby chicks are yellow. It's
Mhm.
gotta
Yeah.
be the yolk. It's
I mean,
gotta
it's-
be
it's
all
It kind
got-
of makes sense when she's asking that because, like, with like flamingos, they're pink because of the shrimp that they eat.
yeah.
So, I mean, if they're yellow because of the yolk,
So what color are baby flamingos?
they're white.
Are
So
they?
they eat.
I think they're white.
They eat the egg white.
White or gray? What
Okay.
Are all
color?
egg yolks yellow orange?
I think so.
What color
Weird.
are baby
I mean,
flamingos?
Why?
did you ever see a
Why are human eggs not yellow?
Oh, they're gray. Baby flamingos.
did you ever see an
They're so
ostrich egg?
cute.
Did you ever see an ostrich egg?
In real
They're
life, no.
huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I know they're like
yeah.
football size.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. Can you imagine like just one serving of an egg from an ostrich?
Yeah, it'd be like an 8-egg omelet.
Yeah. It's so good.
I had an ostrich burger before.
Me too.
They're actually pretty good.
Yeah. It's a red meat that's 50% leaner than chicken. So it's really good for you.
Well, yeah, because it's not being fed corn; it's running around wild.
No, it just because it's just so lean to
Yeah.
begin with.
I know, but we make our chickens fat,
100%. We do.
right?
With
So if we
antibiotics and
had-
steroids.
Healthier chickens, they probably would be leaner.
Well, if the breast naturally became large to begin with, I mean, we wouldn't have to do
Why
that.
does everybody care about big breasts?
Yeah.
Because I like big breasts, and I cannot lie. You other suckers can't deny.
Yeah. All right, do your sandwich.
When a girl walks in
Stop.
All right, Frank, your turn.
with an itty bitty neck
Depress us, please.
and 2 round things in your
Zip it.
face, I get sprung. All right, so why do some people work hard their whole lives and still have nothing? Because effort alone means nothing. If hard work made people rich, construction workers would be billionaires. The system isn't built to reward effort. It rewards leverage, power, strategy. Some people learn how to use the system, while others let the system use them. They spend their lives trading time for money, but the rich, they trade money for time. That's the difference. If you want to escape, stop thinking like the rest, study power, learn the game, or stay a pawn forever. So hard work alone won't save me? No. You need strategy, because in this world, being useful is good, but being powerful is better.
Until your house of cards collapses.
Yeah, which maybe sooner rather than later. So,
How does that make you feel on the inside?
yucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get angry. That's being Italian. That's your default.
Yeah.
Just anger. So yeah, just the stuff that you're fed growing up.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's why you need to open up an AMX high yield savings account. Make your money work for you.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. I don't get commissions for saying that.
I was going to say, are you trying to sell me something?
No, but I've been trying to tell everybody to do it because your Fifth Third, your BMO, your Chase, they're only going to give you 0.01% interest, whereas an AMX high yield savings will give you, they're at 3.7 right now.
Wow.
They were up to like 4.2.
Yeah. But
Just saying. So your $10, your $100 in a savings account is going to give you money instead of just financing the
rich.
The rich.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a small step to.
Yeah, no, economic talk with Lynette. I'm
not a financial advisor.
Yeah, no. Just follow her on Instagram and
yeah.
It's the one with all the dollar signs. Yeah, no, I agree. That's what everybody should be doing. All right.
Beach better have my money.
Bit better have my money.
You're giving me my money. You sound like a cartoon.
I tried. All right, you want to go?
It's my turn now?
Yeah. Lynette almost stabbed herself in the face with the microphone.
I saw that.
That was awesome.
That I unplugged too.
No.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
That would have knocked out some teeth.
That would have.
Guys are going to go to the hospital.
Yeah. We're going to have to black out all your teeth for the video. Just call you Gummy.
At least I didn't get stuck in my coat again.
This is true. This is true.
Terrible.
That was awesome.
That was the stupidest thing I saw.
It felt stupid.
All right. Speaking of stupid.
Else.
3. Exactly.
Anyways, okay.
Exactly.
If you were a ghost, what location would you haunt?
I would switch it up. It'd be whoever, the friend of the month.
The friend of the month.
Yeah, the friend of the month. So whichever friend of mine is up that month, that's where I would go haunt. Like I would do like some fucked up things if I was a ghost. Like I would. I've thought about this one. So what I would do is whenever one of my whichever friend I'm haunting is having relations, at the moment of doing a cum, he would just see my face pop up.
Jeez. Wow. So,
yeah, that would be one of the things I would do. I would like tickle their balls. So, yeah.
Babe, how are you doing that with your arms above your head?
Right. Frank? And all you hear is me go, yes.
Oh, gosh.
So, What place would you haunt?
I'd find a big old castle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Nobody lived in. You'd be there alone.
Yeah.
You'd haunt nobody.
People would be there. Visitors.
Okay.
A visitor.
Come and visit Lynette.
I don't know. If I was stuck somewhere forever, I'd want it to be a cool place.
Yeah, right. If you go to the library at 3 p.m., Lynette will be haunting.
Whatever.
Bree?
I think for the fun of it, wherever Brian is at a time, just because all the time he annoy me, be nice to haunt him and annoy him for the rest of his life.
That's nice.
So you plan on dying before him?
Hey, if that's the case. If not, good question. I don't know where I would go if he died before me.
It's a house falling down?
I think so. It just vibrated.
The aliens, the ghosts.
The
Who's
ghost.
haunting us?
Yeah. My mom, your
almost
grandfather.
like my grandpa told me.
Yeah. My dad, maybe.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah. My dad had some.
I thought you farted. Remember that one time we were at the racetrack and you made the whole bench vibrate? And I thought
get that
it was
from
an
my
earthquake?
dad's side.
Your farts?
Yeah. Like they had like thunderous
toots?
Yeah. That comes from my dad's side.
Oh, that's such a nice hand-me-down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that on your genetic code?
I think so.
Does your ancestry, your 23andMe say
have tight assholes?
Thunderous tooth?
Tight assholes.
Yeah. Just an asshole.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too. That's definitely genetically entwined.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't got an answer yet.
I think I would be a ghost that visits all the other haunted places and be friends with the other ghost.
See how the other half is living?
Yeah, pretty much.
Will you come visit me in my castle?
Yes, you will.
I will come visit Frank because he's going to be going around people who are trying to come.
Yeah.
So I will not be visiting him.
Why not?
Don't want to be.
What if you were at like a brothel and your face just like shows up in like 100 people's?
That would be amazing. I'm going to do that now.
That was my idea. You have to pay me royalties so I could pay for my castle.
in the afterlife?
So I could pay for my castle.
Yeah. I'll need more than the 2 coins on my eyes.
Yeah.
All right. So that was weird. Yeah.
You know.
I like it.
Never promised to be normal.
No, I like weird. I like weird. I'm just saying that was. All right. So what are we talking about today? Do you guys know?
The Banshee!
The fuck was that? You just blew some eardrums.
I was trying to be like a weeping banshee.
A banshee?
Yeah.
What's a banshee?
A banshee is like from Irish folklore.
Never met her.
Oh, we'll read about her.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's jump into banshees. Have you ever heard a cry in the night so chilling it seemed to pierce your soul? In Irish folklore, that wailing may not be just the wind. It could be the banshee, a mysterious spirit known for foretelling death with her haunting lament. Cloaked in sorrow and legend, the banshee has haunted the edges of Irish mythology for centuries. For eerie presence both feared and revered as a harbinger from the other world. Throughout the rich tapestry of Irish folklore, few figures are as hauntingly iconic as the banshee. Leprechauns.
I was just going to say that.
Often described as a spectral woman whose mournful wail foretells death, the banshee has long captured the imagination and fear of those familiar with the Celtic myth. Far more than a simple ghost story, she embodies deep cultural beliefs about mortality, mourning, and the unseen force that shape human life. Whether viewed as a supernatural messenger, a symbolic expression of communal grief, or a lingering echo of ancient goddess traditions, the banshee remains a powerful figure whose cry continues to resonate through generations of storytelling and tradition. And see you next week, folks.
Yeah.
There's more?
Yeah.
Okay. A banshee is a mythical creature originating from Irish folklore. The term banshee comes from the Irish words bean sai or bean seed, meaning woman of the fairy mound or fairy woman. They are sometimes associated with Os Si, the fairy folk or spirits of the mounds in Irish mythology. Banshees are often associated with death and are believed to be supernatural beings that forewarn of death in the family. Banshees are typically depicted as ghostly women with long hair and a pale, haunting appearance. In some accounts, they appear as an elderly crone, while in others, they take form of a beautiful young woman or a washerwoman cleaning bloodstained clothes. Their ethereal presence is often accompanied by flowing white or gray garments. The Banshee is often connected to noble Irish families, particularly those with surnames beginning with O or Mac. Mac.
Macaroni?
Yes. Example, O'Brien, O'Connor, McMahon.
Exactly.
She serves as a guardian spirit, mourning the impending death of a family member and warning them of their fate. Some tales suggest the Banshee was once a member of the family, such as a devoted matriarch or a tragic figure who continues to care for her descendants in death. In Irish tradition, professional mourners, called keeners, would sing lamentations at funerals. The Banshee's wail is thought to be a supernatural echo of this practice. The sound of the Banshee's cry varies. Some describe it as an eerie wail, others as a gentle, sorrowful song. It can be faint and distant or loud and overwhelming. The cry of a Banshee can be chilling and carries deep sense of sorrow and foreboding. They are not malevolent or harmful. Instead, they act as messengers or omens. Some tales suggest that hearing the Banshee's cry can give the listener time to prepare for death or say their goodbyes. Have you guys ever had a Banshee?
No.
No?
Not that I know of.
No. Okay. Me neither. So they could be a harbinger of death. So most widely known interpretations of the Banshee as a death omen, her wail or cry is said to forewarn the impending death of a family member. The wailing or keening is often described as haunting and sorrowful, and it marks the arrival of death in the family. Banshee's cry is often considered a supernatural warning or premonition. The louder or more frequent the cry, the closer the death. The figure of the Banshee is intimately linked to the concept of death as part of the natural cycle, with the Banshee acting as a messenger or intermediary between the living and the dead. In some interpretations, the Banshee is seen as a psychopomp, a being who escorts the souls of the dead to the afterlife. She does not cause death, but rather prepare the family for the inevitable, guiding the soul to the other side. This role is aligned with other mythological beings such as the Greek Charon or the Celtic Morrigan. So what if that's like Death's sister? Like the Grim Reaper's sister.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool? In Irish culture, women are traditionally responsible for keening, the act of loudly wailing or lamenting at funerals and wakes. The Banshee's keening is thought to reflect this cultural practice. There, women expressed grief for the deceased, marking the community's collective sorrow. The Banshee, in her role as a weeping figure, is closely tied to the social importance of mourning rituals. In many cultures, women have been expected to express grief more openly and publicly, and Banshee may represent an idealized or supernatural embodiment of this role. The Banshee is often depicted as mourning for her lost kin or family. In some variations, she is considered a guardian spirit of certain families whose grief reflects a deep familial bond. Her sorrow is not just for the dead, but for the loss of connection, making her a tragic figure who expresses love and loss. In Irish mythology, the Banshee is often linked to the Otherworld, a mystical realm where spirits, fairies, and gods reside. The Banshee is believed to come from this realm, serving as an intermediary between the living and the deceased. The Otherworld is often considered a place of both danger and wonder, where beings like the fairy folk live. The Banshee's cry signals the boundary between these two worlds, bringing with it a warning that a soul is about to leave the mortal plane. Some scholars believe that Banshee is rooted in the early traditions of fairy folklore, where she could be considered a member of the Cid, the fairy folk. According to this interpretation, the Banshee is not simply a spirit of the dead, but a supernatural being connected to the magical and unseen forces of the land.
There's a lot of fairies in this.
There is a lot of fairies, which kind of makes this one of my favorite episodes.
Hey, hey, hey.
You know? Hey, hey, hey?
Yeah.
Her.
All right, Val, Albert. So, from a psychological perspective, the Banshee can be seen as a personification of grief. Her wailing embodies the pain and sorrow of losing a loved one, and her appearance can reflect the intense emotional experience of mourning. Her cry, often described as haunting and overwhelming, might symbolize her uncontrollable nature of grief. The Banshee's cry may represent an innate human fear of death and the unknown. People may have created the figure of the Banshee as a way to cope with or externalize the fear of losing loved ones. Her role as an omen gives a sense of preparedness, but it also brings the inevitable into focus. The Banshee can also represent a cultural collective memory of death and mourning. She may embody a shared psychological understanding of the connection between life and death, acting as a reminder that death is inevitable part of the human condition. What do you guys think the Banshee is?
I feel like it's like I don't want to say spirit, but like some type of being that like it's been saying, like it helps with grief. That's what I'm getting at with a lot of this. It's mainly to help with the grief of a dying loved one or one that already passed. I don't know if it brings death, but I think it helps with grief.
Okay. Miss Lynette, do you have an opinion?
Should be like brief. Nope.
That's fine.
No, I don't really know. I haven't decided.
No. Do you think it's real? Do you think that like people really hear a woman wailing or screaming or lamenting?
Well, there's other lore of similar but different circumstances, like La Llorona or whatever, a crying woman, or you have a other woman in white and weeping or something of that nature. Are they all the same? Is it just different cultures? Kind of like we spoke earlier, or I don't remember when, but everyone has a similar story. They just have a different name for it wherever they experience it.
Sure.
So I don't know where I stand on it. I think it's something real. I don't know what I think it is, though.
Yeah. I don't think it's real. And I don't have any reason. It's just a feeling. Like, because does it only happen to people of the Irish heritage? Can other non-Irish people?
Well, I feel that you've heard, or I've heard stories of people reporting banshees in Appalachia and Appalachia, or however the locals say it. Yeah. But I don't know if they give it that name. Do they say that name?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I think I've heard of a woman screaming, but that's just because she's being attacked by Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, usually.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know where I stand on this one, but we'll see if my mind.
Maybe your mind will change as we progress.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I change my mind towards the end.
Maybe.
So
free your mind.
That was her this time, not me. Yay!
And the rest will follow. Keep going, Frank.
And read that
passage.
All right. In some interpretations, the Banshee's role as a forewarning figure suggests that she is not just a messenger, but an embodiment of fate itself. Her appearance signals that death is preordained and that it cannot be avoided. The Banshee's wail marks the moment when destiny has been sealed and the time for one's passing has arrived. This perspective is particularly evident in Celtic mythology, where destiny and the forces of fate are often personified as uncontrollable natural forces. The Banshee may represent the inescapability of fate, where death is part of the natural flow of life. The Banshee is sometimes associated with the Cailleach, an ancient figure in Irish mythology who represents winter, death, and rebirth. The Cailleach is a goddess-like figure who rules over death and transformation in nature. In this context, the Banshee's role could be interpreted as part of the Cailleach's broader dominion over life's cycles, with the Banshee embodying the transition between life and death. So she would be like fall and winter. Yeah. Some versions of the Banshee are linked to fairy lore, or she is seen as a fairy queen or a spirit of the land. These figures are often believed to have control over life, death, and nature, and the Banshee's cry could be heard as a reflection of the natural forces of the earth itself. This connection places her in a larger cosmological context of nature spirit and ancestral worship.
I think I'm liking that.
Yeah.
That kind of definition right now.
Okay. The Banshee is often described as a woman, which connects her to a feminine archetype of mourning, nurturing, and intuition. In this sense, the Banshee may represent the feminine divine, a figure who governs the mysteries of life and death. Her wailing may be seen as vocal expression of a maternal or protective instinct guarding her family from afar. I like that.
Yeah. That's what you said to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
In Irish society, women were often seen as the primary mourners and caretakers of the dead, and the Banshee, with her womanly form and sorrowful cry, reflects these societal roles. She could be interpreted as a symbolic guardian of the family, warning them of impending death, but also performing a form of protective ritual. The tale of the Banshee of the Kavanagh family is one of the more well-known accounts of a Banshee linked to an Irish family.
Like Brian Kavanagh?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
That's a good one. This legend has been passed down over generations in County Wexford and serves as an example of how the Banshee is believed to act as a guardian spirit tied to noble families. The Kavanagh family, an ancient and prominent Irish clan, were said to have their own Banshee. The most famous story...
Like as a pet?
That would be great. Or you just keep her chained and locked up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's probably why she's weeping all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Weepy.
Yeah. So the most famous story involves an incident in the 19th century during which family members reportedly heard the Banshee's wail on a quiet evening. On a still, moonlit night in the Kavanagh family estate, several members of the household heard a mournful cry coming from outside. At first they thought it was the wind, but as the sound grew louder and more distinct, they realized it was something unexplainable. The sound was described as an eerie, haunting keening filled with sorrow and despair. It was unlike any human or animal sound they had heard before. Some family members went outside to investigate, but found nothing. No person, no animal, no trace of what could have made that noise. The next day, the family received news that the head of the Kavanagh family, who had been traveling in another part of Ireland, had passed away suddenly. His death was unexpected, and the timing of the Banshee's cry was too coincidental to ignore. The family came to believe that the Banshee's wail was forewarning of their patriarch's passing. Would you want...
What if that's just the sound of his soul leaving his body?
So, like, it's like or, you know how they say, like, the soul's, like, tethered to your body? What if it's just the untethering?
The ripping of the cord?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mind blown.
I was just about to do that. So the encounter,
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/special offer. Terms apply.
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Maybe you're even barely getting by making minimum payments. With credit card debt hitting record highs, National Debt Relief offers real debt relief solutions for people struggling to keep up. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy, and you may be able to pay back less than you owe, regardless of your credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe 10, 20, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living increases. To find out how much you could save, visit nationaldebtrelief.com. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
So, the Banshee encounter in Limerick. The encounter took place in the 1940s in a rural area near the city of Limerick, where rolling hills and quiet countryside created an eerie backdrop.
Along with poems.
In this close-knit community, folklore was deeply ingrained in daily life, and stories of the Banshee were well known. One evening, a local farmer was returning home after a long day of work. It was a quiet night with no wind or other sounds to disturb the stillness. As the farmer approached his home, he heard what he initially thought was a woman crying in the distance. The sound was faint at first, but it grew louder and more mournful as he got closer to the house. The wail was described as unearthly, both sorrowful and chilling, unlike anything he had ever heard. It sent a shiver down his spine and felt compelled to stop and listen, though fear gripped him. The farmer claimed he saw a figure standing near a grove of trees close to his home. She was shrouded in a flowing white garment, her long hair illuminated by the moonlight. The figure appeared to be crying, her hands covering her face. When he called out to her, she vanished into thin air. Disturbed by the experience, the farmer shared the story with his family. They dismissed it as a trick of the imagination or a strange animal's cry. However, the next morning, the family received news that a close neighbor had passed away suddenly during the night. The coincidence convinced the farmer that he had witnessed was no ordinary event. What would you guys do if you guys came upon a banshee?
Give her a tissue. Maybe a hug.
Wipe away her tears?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cup of chamomile tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Pretty.
Depending on like what she was doing when I caught her, because there's times when people catches like a banshee, like they're washing material in water, but the material's all bloody. So it's like depending on like how you catch her, thing possibly frozen in fear, literally.
What if you caught her going to the bathroom?
I'd be like, what the fuck?
That'd be kind of weird. Like ectoplasm everywhere.
It's like, I didn't know those things could do that.
Yeah.
What would you do?
It depends. It depends on what she looked like. If she was hot, I would hit on her. If she wasn't, then I would be like, lady, you gotta go. You got to go. You got to go. I can't have this wailing in my house. My wife is going to think of things.
Wailing is illegal.
Yes. So yeah, that's what I would do.
You're so mean.
Well, you know what? I gotta sleep.
Cold-hearted.
Yeah. And then hopefully the next day my wife's dead. That'd be great.
Wow. Okay.
Then you go back to hitting on her.
Yeah. Get her digits. Call her up. Yo, Banshee. What do you think? What do you think a first name of a banshee would be?
Greta.
Ooh. I don't know.
No, I would think it'd be something like Kelly.
Because she's Irish.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a Gaelic name.
Is she what?
An O'Kelly.
I mean, I'll be saying O'Kelly later. So, you don't have a name?
No.
Okay. The Banshee at Ballygally Castle.
What? Ballygally. That's what they would name her.
Ballygally? I'm gonna name my next dog Ballygally.
Ballygally.
Yeah, so
there's a restaurant in Aurora, Ballydoyle's.
Yeah, that I do know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
The story of the Banshee at Ballygally Castle. I can't say that with a straight face.
I can't listen to it with a straight face.
I'm just going to say Bally from now on.
No, you got to
keep saying Ballygally because there's a lot in it.
Is one of the most famous supernatural tales from Northern Ireland, associated with the historic Ballygally Castle in County Antrim. The castle, built in 1625 by James Shaw, is renowned not only for its stunning views of Ballygally Bay, but also for its reputation as one of the most haunted places in Ireland. Among its many ghostly legends, the Banshee tale stands out as a chilling example of Irish folklore. Ballygally Castle has a storied past tied to the Shaw family and their tumultuous lives. Over the centuries, it served as a family home, a defense structure, and now a hotel. Its thick walls and medieval architecture give it an air of mystery, perfect for tales of the supernatural. Ballygally Castle has a storied past tied to the Shaw family. Oh, it's duplicated. That line was duplicated. All right. On rare occasions, witnesses have reported seeing a spectral figure of a woman in white or gray near the castle's tower. The figure is said to have long flowing hair and a pale, sorrowful expression. Some believe this figure is connected to a banshee, lamenting the loss of life tied to the castle's history.
Maybe I'll be a banshee.
Ooh, that's hot.
If I'm going to haunt a castle. Maybe I could be a banshee.
You could be.
Belly galley.
I was going to ask you, is this the castle you'll hunt?
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's not that cute.
Oh. Because you'll be looking at it from the outside?
Although it's a hotel now, so you can...
Yeah, I can do my haunting.
And you can do your haunting. Then we can compare notes at the end of the day.
And I'll come visit.
Yes, great.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't wait to see you guys in the afterlife.
We can do a podcast from that.
You know what? I was just about to say that exact same thing. That's funny. Some versions...
Polter podcast.
No, it'd be Ban-She podcast. Banshee podcast.
Anyways.
Some versions of the tale link the Banshee of Lady Isabella Shaw, the wife of Lord James Shaw, the castle's builder. According to legend, Lady Shaw was imprisoned in the tower by her husband after failing to produce a male heir. She either fell or was pushed from the tower window to her death. Her spirit is said to haunt the castle, mourning her tragic fate. Some suggest her wailing cry has been mistaken for that of the Banshee.
What a turd.
I know.
Right?
He should be like...
Little did he know it was his fault.
It was his fault, yeah. He should be cutting his balls off.
Yeah.
Stupid. Now a luxury hotel, Ballygally Castle embraces its haunted reputation. The tower room, known as the Ghost Room, is preserved as part of the castle's lore, and guests can visit to learn more about its supernatural stories. The Banshee legend adds a unique touch to the castle's appeal, drawing visitors who are fascinated by Irish folklore and the paranormal. Guest experiences. Hotel guests have reported waking up to the sound of crying or keening only to find no one nearby. Others claim to have felt a cold presence in certain rooms, especially in the older parts of the castle. Staff members have shared stories of feeling a light touch on their shoulder or hearing footsteps when no one else was around. These incidents are often attributed to the castle's Banshee or Lady Shaw's restless spirit.
Do you guys want to go?
Restless leg syndrome?
Restless leg syndrome, yes. Yeah, so I think our first international ghost hunt will be at Ballygally.
Ballygally.
Yeah. In the early 20th century, the O'Brien family lived in a rural part of County Clare in a small village surrounded by rolling hills and thick forests. The family was part of an old Irish lineage, and like many prominent clans, they were said to have a banshee who watched over them. One foggy evening, several members of the O'Brien family were gathered around the hearth in their modest farmhouse. The quiet of the evening was interrupted by an unusual sound, a faint, mournful cry that seemed to echo through the hills.
Forlorn!
At first, the family dismissed the sound as the wind, but as it grew louder and more distinct, they realized it was unlike anything they had heard before.
Just like you dismiss me as the noise of the wind. Keep going.
The cry was haunting and sorrowful, resembling the keening of a grieving woman. It seemed to come from just outside the house, moving closer and then fading into the distance. The older members of the family immediately recognized the sound as a cry of a banshee, which was considered both a warning and a mourning for an impending death. Despite the unsettling experience, the family stayed indoors, believing it was unwise to disturb the banshee or seek her out. The next morning, the family received a telegram informing them that a relative living in another part of Ireland had passed away during the night. The timing of the death coincided with the banshee's cries, convincing the family that the spirit had come to warn them. So, I would love to know if anyone's reported the banshee before a death. You know what I mean? Like I feel as though these are all tellings of after the death happened.
It's kind of like Mothman. People report after
the
incident.
Right, but
yeah.
I want to know. No, in Mothman, they all reported before the collapse of the bridge.
I thought it was after, like once the bridge collapsed, and they're like, oh, but we saw this.
No.
I always thought it was after.
Yeah, no, because the first sighting, I believe, was a car of teenagers at the abandoned dynamite factory. Dynamite. And they were like fleeing it, going like 90 miles an hour, and it was keeping up with them, and they went right to the police station to report it. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's that. Why do you look sad?
Forlorn.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Are you drunk?
I'm high on life.
All right.
This is water.
And that's not water.
I'm overhydrated.
You're drowning.
Drowning in a sea of sorrows.
The story of a Dublin family's experience is another eerie example of the Banshee's role as a harbinger of death, and it stands as a more modern encounter compared to many of the older Irish folklore tales. This particular account dates back to the 1960s and takes place in Dublin, the capital of Ireland, a city that is not only rich in history but also steeped in its own share of ghost stories and supernatural legends.
And lots of pubs.
Lots of pubs. The O'Connor family, a typical Dublin family, lived in a modest home in one of the city's older neighborhoods. Dublin, known for its lively streets and historic buildings, also carries with it deep connection to ancient Irish traditions and myths. The family, though not particularly inclined to believe in the supernatural, had grown up hearing stories about banshees and other Irish spirits. It was a chilly autumn evening when the O'Connor family first heard the wailing sound. The family had just finished dinner and were preparing for bed when they suddenly became aware of a mournful cry echoing through the night. The sound seemed to come from outside the house, but it was unlike anything they had ever heard before. It wasn't the cry of an animal, nor was it the sound of a person. It was a high-pitched and sorrowful, a wail that seemed to come from great distance, but was chillingly clear. The next evening, the family was once again startled by the same wailing cry. This time it was even louder and closer. The cry seemed to come from the direction of a nearby graveyard, a place often associated with local folklore. One of the younger children was particularly disturbed by the noise, and the family became concerned. They even tried to explain the sound away, attributing it to some natural source, but the mournful tone continued to unsettle them. On the third night, the wailing cry seemed to come directly from the street outside their front door. It was unmistakable, and the family was shaken by the intensity of the sound. At this point, they couldn't dismiss the occurrence as mere coincidence. After hearing the wail a third time, the family felt a sense of foreboding and began to wonder if there was something more to it. The next morning, they received devastating news that the family's grandmother, who had been living in a nursing home, had passed away during the night. The timing of the wail and the news of the grandmother's death made the family believe that the Banshee had come to warn them of the loss. They had heard the wailing cry and had felt a deep sadness, but they had never expected it to be direct warning of death.
Maybe since they had 3 nights in a row, she flatlined and they revived her and flatlined and revived her.
That's a good one. Yeah. Or she was just in those 3 days in the in-betweens of this world and the next world. So maybe like in a coma and just...
Caught in the in-between.
She was in between the veil.
She was the veil.
Oh.
Like tug of war on either side of the veil.
Yeah, pretty much. Have you heard of shared death experiences?
Maybe.
So it's when 2 people have the same near-death experience. Okay, so there's been stories.
Like 2 people in a car accident?
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 people in a car accident. And they both have left their body. They're both in the same beautiful place. But one gets taken to the other side and the one gets returned back to their body. And the person that's returned back to the body remembers all this and recounts all of this.
Wow.
And then the 2 people still communicate when they're out of their bodies. They're like, where are we? But like a figure comes and takes the one, but the other one is sent back. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I think that'd be crazy.
Cray cray.
Yeah.
At least you wouldn't be alone.
This is true.
For like a minute.
This is true.
Yeah.
The tale of the washerwoman by the stream is most often told in rural Irish communities, where it is said that a mysterious woman can be seen washing clothes by a stream or river, particularly in moonlit nights. The woman's actions are typically described as repetitive and sorrowful, adding to the atmosphere of sadness and foreboding.
You're just making me think of a Girl Scout song.
Oh yeah, what song?
Way down yonder where nobody goes, there's a wishy-washy woman washing her clothes. She goes, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. That's how the washy woman washing her clothes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Gucci.
Off the rails.
Gucci.
We are officially off the rails.
Maybe this song was written about a banshee.
Maybe they're talking about a banshee.
Stop looking at me like I'm stupid.
No, you're not. I don't think you're stupid
Bree
at all.
was hyper in the morning, and now I'm tired and hungry.
Yeah.
Hyper in the afternoon.
Yeah. According to the legend, The washerwoman appears along the banks of a stream or river, alone in the dead of night. She is often dressed in old ragged clothes, and her hair is said to be long and disheveled. In some versions, the woman is seen kneeling by the water, washing bloodstained clothes, which many believe are the garments of those who have recently died or will soon meet their death. The washerwoman is always silent as she works, but the sound of her washing, like a quiet rhythmic splash, can be heard clearly in the stillness of the night. The washerwoman is often interpreted as a, what was it again? A Cailleach, a type of supernatural old woman in Irish mythology who's associated with both the land and death. She is often said to wash the clothes of those who are about to die. The act of washing bloodstained clothes has a clear connection to the idea of preparing the dead for burial. In some versions of the story, it is believed that if someone sees the washerwoman, it is an omen that death is coming soon to someone in the family or community. The repetitive and mournful task of washing clothes is closely linked to the Irish tradition of keening, a vocal lament performed by women at wakes and funerals. In some areas of Ireland, the washerwoman is seen as a supernatural keener, a spirit who mourns the dead and foretells death. The washerwoman's appearance is often interpreted as a sign that the community must prepare for an impending death, and some believe that she is a manifestation of the Banshee, another death-related spirit in Irish mythology. What do you guys think of that?
No way she washing woman washing her clothes.
Anyways.
The O'Neill family.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
So if she's washing the person's, the blood on the clothes tells me like someone died a tragic death. But like, what if someone had like a heart attack and there's no blood?
Yeah, well, I think you're looking at it more literal, where it's just more metaphorical. Because if she's watching, you're right, if she's watching blood out of someone's clothes, that you would think it would be a violent death.
Right, so if the whole town is sitting around like, who's it going to be? That's kind of scary.
No, right, but I think the blood on the clothes is just more metaphorical that someone's going to die. I think that's just the thing behind, because if you lose that much blood, you're probably dead.
Wouldn't it be creepy because it says it washes the clothes of the person that's going to die? Mm-hmm. If you saw it and it was your clothes,
right? I'd change really quick.
Or if you got close enough, you got to see the initials on the tag of the shirt.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
No, oh, shoot! It says Tuesday's underwear, and today is Friday.
Bless it. I should have died. The O'Neill family, one of Irish's oldest and most prominent clans, is famously associated with the Banshee. Legend tells of a beautiful young woman who fell in love with an O'Neill chieftain. When he left for battle, she waited for him at the family castle. Tragically, he was killed, and upon hearing the news, she died of grief. Since then, her spirit is said to appear to members of the O'Neill family, wailing and lamenting before the death of a family member. She often appears as a pale woman dressed in white, her cries echoing through the halls of the family castle.
Hey, another castle.
A common Banshee tale involves a traveler encountering a mysterious washerwoman by a river or ford. In these stories, the Banshee appears as an old crone washing blood-stained clothing or armor. The traveler, curious or alarmed, discovers the clothing belongs to them or someone they know. One such tale speaks of a soldier returning from war who saw the washerwoman. She revealed his own armor in her hands, signaling his imminent death. True to the prophecy, the soldier met his end shortly after in a tragic accident. The McCarthy family of Munster is said to have had its own Banshee. This Banshee, known as the Lady of the Lake, is believed to live near a small lake close to the family's ancestral home. Stories tell of her appearing to McCarthy family members at the lake's edge, singing a mournful song that foretells their death. One story recounts a McCarthy chieftain hearing the Banshees lament the night before a great battle. He dismissed it as superstition, but the next day he was fatally wounded in combat, fulfilling her prophecy.
What's a chieftain?
Like a head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a landlord type of, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Like a laird.
A lard?
Laird.
Lard.
No, that's
lard.
That's me. That's me. That's me. Legend says that on the eve of the Battle of Clontarf in 1014, King Brian Boru and his men heard the Banshee's wail. She was said to lament the bloodshed to come, as well as the death of the king himself. Despite the warnings, King Brian Boru led his family into battle, defeating the Viking forces but losing his life. The Banshee's cry became a haunting memory of those who survived, symbolizing the cost of victory. The O'Grady family is said to have had a Banshee who was both a protector and a mourner. One tale describes a young O'Grady who heard a faint, sorrowful cry while walking through the family estate. He ignored it at first, but the cries grew louder and more desperate. That night, the family patriarch passed away suddenly. The Banshee's wailing was understood to be a warning and a lament for a loss of a great man. Oh, Daddy went bye-bye. Wow, that was loud.
Good.
In the end, the Banshee stands as more than just a ghostly figure from Irish legend. She is a powerful symbol of the human experience with death, loss, and the unknown. Her mournful cry echoes through the ages as a reminder of the deep connections between the living and the dead, the past and the present. Whether seen as a mythological harbinger, a reflection of cultural mourning practices, or a supernatural guardian of family legacy, the Banshee continues to hold a unique place in Irish folklore. Her enduring presence speaks to the way stories shape our understanding of life's most profound moments, and how even in sorrow there is meaning and mystery.
I want to add one thing I forgot to add about the Banshee-ness. There's also the symbolic of the comb, like a hair comb. It's said to, like, when you see like a comb, like usually it's like a silver, it means that death is coming and that you shouldn't touch it. You shouldn't do anything with it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So like it just appears, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're walking and all of a sudden you see a silver comb, and that is a sign of the Banshee, which means death is coming.
Sweet. Next time I go hiking, I'm just gonna sprinkle silver cones like Johnny Appleseed.
Nice. Will they grow in the trees that create other silver cones?
Honeycombs.
Honeycombs.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a superstition. I'm not sure if it's just Italian, but definitely in Italy, that my mom told me that if you have a dream of someone who's passed away and they're asking you for something, never give it to them, because it's probably somebody's life. And if you're having a dream of someone who's passed away and they're trying to give you something, you can take it because it's usually like something of good fortune.
So like if they ask for like an apple or something, that means the apple represents someone.
Yeah.
You're the apple of somebody's eye.
You're the cream in my coffee.
You're the orange powder on my Cheeto.
You're the peanut to my jelly. No, my butter. Anyways.
You're the pimple on my butt cheek.
I was going to ask, Lynette, you're part Irish, right? Do you have a Banshee?
I mean, I've always called it a guardian angel when I've had someone come visit me to tell me of people passing in my life. But they didn't scream or cry. Were
they washing clothes?
They weren't washing clothes. So maybe it was the Italian side, because they were the Italian relatives that passed.
Maybe.
Still waiting on those Irish ones. Sorry. Why do the good ones got to go first? It's not
true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Can we edit that?
No, I'm actually gonna make that louder. All right.
No, but I have the Mac in the last name, so I don't know.
You do got the Mac in the last name.
Yep.
Mac Attack.
Mac Attack.
So, what are your final thoughts?
I think she's is more like a symbol of death and mourning.
A symbol?
Yeah, like a symbol, like.
Yeah, no, I got it. I'm just repeating what you said. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you repeat, make you question myself. I don't like it.
I know. You don't like it?
Fuck you.
Fuck me? What about you, Miss Lynette?
No, I definitely like the analogy of like the archetype type of thing and the correlation between the ending of seasons. And so I kind of agree with Bree on the terms of like a symbol or a concept or a construct. Maybe less an actual entity, but something that carries some sort of resonance. But
Right.
But maybe, who knows? I mean, if someone is passing away and we perceive this person, this entity or something, maybe we're just tapping into a different wavelength that allows us to recognize that a change is coming. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's the same thing as having a death visit, right? Yeah. When someone, passes away and they visit you in a dream that same day, or you see them, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I think it's just represented in the way that their culture is set up. Maybe that's what it is. It's just you perceive it how you were raised and the traditions you carry. So yeah, so maybe it's real. See, I almost changed my mind.
There you go.
I came 90 degrees.
There you go.
So
98 degrees.
I was just gonna ask that.
I'm gonna just end the podcast.
Okay. So, like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
cool.
done.
All right.
So
all right. Bye guys. It was nice knowing everyone. Thanks for listening. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, my name is Frank.
My name is Bray.
My name is Lynette the Wishy-Washy Woman.
And you've been listening to Fringe
Beyond Limits.